On Instagram, I'm Fall Cosplay, so that's where I post the most. Facebook's no, just no.
Alright. What is your first memory of Sydney?
So I've been in the cosplay community since 2011. And so I was just like a very small kid, just kind of fumbling around. And I think it was only when I started talking to people who actually have been doing it for a lot longer than I had that his name started coming up as one of those photographers that you just had to get a photo with. It was like a right in the cosplay community. It's like a passive, to go in and get a photo taken with him. And I remember initially being very intimidated because looking at all of his photos and the cosplayers that he was photographing, I was always like, okay, but I'm not good enough. I have to wait until I'm good enough to get a photo with Steamkins. And then I think it was one of my friends, I don't remember exactly what it was, but they basically were just no, line up with me. And we lined up together, and the whole time I'm just going, oh my God, I'm not good enough. He's gonna be like, why would I cosplay? Why would I photograph you? And but he was honestly the nicest person about it. He made me feel really good about my handmade cosplay, which at the time was just crap. And he made me look really good. And I know that sounds really self-indulgent, but I think it was just the experience. It's not so much the photograph that you get at the end, but the whole experience of talking to him and him basically just making you feel great about yourself and about your costume and about where you are at in your timeline of cosplay. And I think that's always stuck with me, is the fact you make photography friends and all that sort of stuff, but he's just so good at making you feel special in that time, even though it's brief because he has so many other people to go through, but he doesn't make you feel like you're annoying or taking up his time. And I think that's really special.
Do you have a favorite photo he's taken of you or of someone else?
So my favorite photo that he's taken of me is probably my Wonder Woman costume, because it was 5 a.m. in the morning. I was so tired, but he took a photo of me that made me look like a Wonder Woman, and I think it's one of the photos that I show to everyone because it's just one of those photos that everything's just perfect in it. The composition, the costume looks great, and then just his skills to just put it all together in this one photograph. It's one moment in time, and I don't know how he does it, but he just does it so well. And yeah, so I think that's my favorite photo that he's taken of me. And another photo is probably a group shot that we had an avatar group. And we just derped. It was just a derp photo. We all just pulled faces and had fun, and it looks amazing. And I'm just it's one of my favorite photos as well because it's just a group of friends, and it just feels like such a great snapshot of that moment.
Why do you think people are willing to queue for so long for a photo with Steamkins?
I think the reason people are so willing to line up so long for Steamkins is because of the way that he makes you feel when he's taking a photo. I've said before that he takes that time to be personal with you, and it's not sometimes that you always get with other photographers. Sometimes it might be a bit of anxiety, and that's fine. But he's just so good at putting you at ease and making you feel that you're very welcome. He makes it an experience. It's not just a photograph; it's an experience with Steamkins, and it's that's nice. It's nice to not just feel that just a conveyor belt of cosplayers that he's just going through to just make sure that he can get all these photos done. He actually takes time to get to know you and take your photo and make sure that you feel that you've had a good time and you get a good product out of it. And I think that's really special.
How would you describe his photos?
God, how do you sum up a Steamkitten photo? There's not enough words. Probably just his lighting is incredible. His composition's incredible. The way that he just makes details that you wanted to stand out, he makes them stand out somehow. I don't know how he does it. Sometimes other people just aren't able to get it. He just gets it. He just knows straight away. He's got an eye for it. I don't think that there is really a way to describe it because it's not. It's kind of transcendent of words.
Do you have any other stories or anything you'd like to share? Anything you'd like to say about his work?
I think the thing that is great about him is that there's no sense of elitism. Like he has done so much for the cosplay community, and you know, like people just know him. They know, like, even if they don't know him as a person, they know his name. And I know for so many people that can just go to their head, and they believe that they're above other people, but you never get that sense from him. You always feel like he treats you as an equal, and you know, he's willing to kind of like reach out and get to know everyone, and I think that's just really cool of him. Yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I think that's it. Like I said, there's not many things that I can say that I know that other people are going to say, you know, 100 times better, or you know, 100 other people are going to say the exact same thing. But I mean, he deserves people to say that stuff about him 100 times over. So, I mean, look, I try.